said thank you for joining the live stream. That's what we're going to do today. You got to spend about an hour and a half with your boy who's in the building. I'm in the building. You in the building. We in the building. We're going to play some video games today. So here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to grab, I don't know, 5 people. Give me 5 people. Yeah, let's get 5 people. Make sure you send the link out to them. Get them a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I also want you to make sure you subscribe. It's your first time here. Subscribe for more content. Why? Because that's what we do here. We play video games, we play more video games, and we play video games. So let's dive right in. But I gotta ask you before we do, are you ready? Because if so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, fish and birds, I don't care if you're an alien, you are about to enter the chosen zone! Yo, what is going on YouTube? Obi Rose is here with you for the next hour. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna have a blast, we're gonna have some fun. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who we got in the chat already. Boo Jones is in the chat. What is going on? Good to see you. Lethal's in the chat. Good to see you. Thank you for showing up. You know what I like to say, life is a game, so let's go ahead, let's play one. With that being said, let's dive right in. First and foremost, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. Go ahead, tweet this out, plaster it on your platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that stuff, especially Twitter, because we don't know how much longer it's going to be here. So let's go ahead, let's tweet this right now. We are live and in full effect. Perfect, we got it up. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive right in. We got some news for the day. We're going to go over some news, and then after we go through the news, you know the routine. We're going to go ahead, and we are going to jump in, and we are going to play some video games. I think we're going to go ahead. We are going to do Sonic. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's jump right in. All right, so hope you're... Is today Tuesday? Hope your Tuesday is going well. I'm about to say I hope your Monday is going well. Hope your Tuesday is going well. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's dive in. First and foremost, check this out. Before I play the trailer, this is kind of really weird. IGN did report, get ready to squash bugs in Starship Troopers Extermination, the upcoming, check this out, 12-player PvE co-op first-person shooter from Off-World Industries. Golly. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let's go ahead. Let's blow this up. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this proper, mate. Let's do it. We got this. Hope you guys like my English accent. Oh, Lo-Fi is in the building. What is going on, Lo-Fi? Good to see you. Cindy Windu is in the building. Good to see you. We're sitting here. We are checking out this trailer here for Starship Troopers. Then I'm gonna go ahead. Oh my God, that thing is so ugly. Like it should eat a bomb. Golly, bringing back some bad memories. No, I don't want to know anymore. Golly, I was like kind of excited, like, yo, this is going to be cool. And then I saw that, I remember how creeped out I was about the movie. So listen, if you guys don't remember, Starship Troopers was a movie that came out in like 1997. What was really, really cool about the movie, and not just the movie, was the fact that the lead singer from the, I think they're the English, I don't know if you will call them trip hop or, I don't know what, you could probably call them pop, but they're called the Gorillas. The lead singer in that band, his name is 2D, or not 2D, I'm sorry, Murdoch. Murdoch is the bass player. 2D is the singer. He is the actual singer as well as the guy who did the song for Starship Troopers, Blur. Woo! Couldn't think of the name of it. Blur. Song number two. So, I thought that was pretty cool. I will say this. I think this is a great idea. The problem is, this is about 30 years too late to achieve greatness in anything. I think it's going to be cool, but just imagine where you were when you saw the movie Starship Troopers, and you're running around singing a song from Blur. Song number 2 is actually the name of that song, right? And you're like, yo, this would be cool. And then you got like GoldenEye, because that was on the cusp of the 1995 era. That was on the cusp of the Nintendo 64, and everybody was playing like GoldenEye 007 back at that time, and Mario Kart and all that other good stuff. So that's kind of cool. It would have been kind of cool to like have this, or if like this was like an Xbox release back in like 2001, I guess. It would have worked better. I just think it's a little bit too late, but this is actually really, really cool. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions in the chat. You can jump into Discord. I forgot to put the thing in there. Oh, snap. I didn't even see that. Ron Slusher's here. Black Nut Ron is here. What is going on, Ron? Good to see you. It's good to see you. Good to have you in the building with us. Let's see. Yeah, the game looks really, really good. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move on. Actually, let's look at some of the comments in this. Let's see what they think. Oh, this dude is upset. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. I will not be reading that. I try not to curse. I try not to say bad language. Okay, cool. Oh, what? They making a game from this movie. Slimy to move, release game. Oh, wow. Seems like apparently it's only coming to PC. Seems like they're an indie studio. It's not made. That's only made 3 other games for PC. They may not have experience to port over to consoles yet. I guess that makes sense. But 12-player PvE, that's where I'm at. Because I was about to say, I guess that is an experiment. That definitely is an experiment. But yeah, it's something that looks like, guys, keep it on your radar. If you play it, let me know what you think. Now, this is a cool article to jump into. Anybody who wants to talk about this is what I want to talk about. This is a main one for me today. All right, so anybody who knows me knows I have yet to actually play The Witcher 3. Yes, I said it. Go ahead. Send in the hate. Send the hate mail right now. I got you. I have yet to play The Witcher 3. When I was going to start playing it, and here's the crazy thing. I bought it for Nintendo Switch, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I'll be able to play it on Nintendo Switch. Well, then what ended up happening was somebody was like, you're not going to get the full experience that you would as if you played on, like, PlayStation. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll get it on my PlayStation 4 and play it. And I never did. And then I heard they were doing a remake, and my heart is set to buy this game. I did not say GameFly. Yes, I did say buy. Here is why. Everybody tells me about an amazing game that I missed. How crazy it was, and I missed the boat on this one. And it's not like 1 or 2 people or even 10 or 20 people have told me that. Hundreds of people have told me this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Man, shut up. You don't even know 100 people. Yeah, you might be right, but a lot of people say this game is great. That's all I got to say, okay? With that being said, check out what this is. IGN is reporting that CD Projekt Red has confirmed its Unreal 5. I'm excited for that, guys. Unreal 5 engine remake of The Witcher will be fully open world. So in my brain right now, what is happening is this. There's a party. It's like fireworks and everything. Because this is going to, in my brain, as well as in my opinion, this is going to be like Elden Ring, but with The Witcher and whatever the great storyline that The Witcher was. And then after I play this, I'll finally be able to go to Netflix and watch the TV show. Because I'll be like, oh, they missed this, or they did this, oh, they did that, oh, this was cool, and that was cool. But I think this is really, really cool because it's like, yo, this is an experiment to me. They're playing with the Unreal 5 engine, which last year, I think it was last year when The Matrix 4 came out, a friend of mine, it was Blue Jones actually, he's the one who told me about it. He said they got the Unreal 5 engine for The Matrix. You can download it to the PS5. You should check it out. And I was riding around in the car and I was doing Neo things and it was really, really, really cool. It looked really, really, really good. So I'm sure that this game is going to do exactly what I've been complaining about and exactly why I kind of went on a God of War gripe the other day. I think this game is actually going to utilize the power of the PlayStation 5. I think that is what is going to happen. So this is going to be really, really cool. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see what comes of this, how many people. Let's take a look at the comments. Let's see what these people are saying. Interesting. So this is this is, in fact, a full remake, reboot, definitely not a remaster, and not just a graphical remake, aka, or ALA, Demon Souls for PS5, which, by the way, Bluepoint, yes, they did do an amazing job on. Sounds like same story, but everything else redone. That is interesting. Oh, Cowboy is in the building. What is going on, Cowboy? You can go. Oh, I forgot to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me. I know y'all probably dying to talk to me today. And I said everybody can join the Discord, and I never, ever even pinned it. So let me go ahead and do that while I'm doing that. May as well remake Witcher 2 as well then. I didn't even know there was a Witcher 2, to be honest with you. I thought there was only one. I didn't know that there was a Witcher 2, so I guess that's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second. Invite. Let me go ahead and grab this invite. Let me copy it and let me go ahead and paste this inside of the. There we go. Give me 2 seconds, gents and ladies and peoples and birds and fish and cats and dogs and everybody else who I welcomed to the stream earlier in my intro. Aliens. I don't care if you're an alien. Did he really say that? Yes, he did. All right, cool. So I did go ahead and pin the link to the Discord. Anybody can join the Discord. We can talk with me if you want. You don't have to. We're going to talk about these games, these topics. I'm sorry, I meant to put that in there earlier. But anybody who does want to join, you can join. It is right there. All right. So I like this because I agree. Demon Souls, word throw up just came out of my mouth. Oh my God. How did that happen? All right. Demon Souls was a really good remake. I thought it was really good. I thought it played really, really well. I was like, man, this is fun. It was hard. Don't get it twisted. It was hard. It is a Souls game. No, Witcher 2 doesn't need a remake. Just this game. You can easily play. Hold on, did somebody just jump in? Oh, somebody's jumping in. Cowboy is in the building. What is going on, Cowboy?
Yeah.
Lethal is in the building. Cowboy and Lethal. Oh, check that out.
Yeah.
What is going on with you guys today?
We're your right hand man.
What's going on, jabroni?
Bro, if you throw the bat signal, tell him Lethal. If he throw the signals up, we there.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We got you.
Yo, wow. He threw the bat signal up.
We are your right hand men. We got you.
I hear you. Hey, I need to know. At the end of the day, it's my family out there. I need you to look me in my eyes and tell me that you not gonna turn on me.
Listen, bro, we're family like Fast and the Furious. You know? Family first.
I had to get my Roman moment in there. So what's going on, guys? Good. What do you guys think of this CD Projekt Red? What they're confirming about The Witcher being an Unreal Engine 5 and basically the same story, but they're redoing the whole game. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I think it's a trend, right? A growing trend. Look at Resident Evil. Capcom's they're remaking every Resident Evil, right? So it's a trend. They're able to make more money. They're able to take something that was popular so long ago, but make it look up to date. And people like that. And people want to spend their money on it. So I think listen, at the end of the day, I don't knock another gamer's taste. I might make fun of it and say it ain't for me and go on my whole little nonsense. But I think if you, like, my brother was a big fan of all the Witchers, right? And The Witcher 3 is actually a super popular one. So I know people like, please remake.
My bad. I thought the title of the game was The Witcher 3. I thought it was like The Witcher 3 Part 1. I didn't know it was a Witcher 1 and a Witcher 2.
Yeah, you got
it. I'm special right now. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I ain't never played any of those games.
Me neither. But no, I'm lying. I did play I Gamefly Part 3, and I played the very beginning of it. And then I was like, nah, it's not for me. But I played it years and years later after everybody talked about how great it was. So it was like, playing it years later, it just didn't hit. You know what I mean? It was like old looking and clunky kind of. But I see why people would, like, if you're an Elden Ring fan, you might love it, you know?
So that's my thing. When I got it on the Nintendo Switch, Ron, you ain't no good, Ron. I can't believe Ron, he just gonna keep doing it. So when I got it on the Nintendo Switch, it was like really cool to like see the story. Mr. Urban is in the building. Good to see you, Mr. Urban. Yes, that is Cowboy talking. He's in here. We're talking to Witcher 3. You can also join the Discord if you would like. We're trying to figure out everybody's opinion on how they feel about the remake of the game. So as I was saying, when I got it on the Nintendo Switch, I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. It's kind of like, I don't know if anybody remembers there was this game called Mortal Kombat Mythologies. And in Mortal Kombat Mythologies on PlayStation 1, it's actually one of my favorite games. But on PlayStation 1, it was like a continuous loop. It was like almost like a movie. Even the cutscenes were like real people. But they also released the game on Nintendo 64, and when they did it, it was like a PowerPoint. It was a slideshow. And it was like, oh, man. So, that's how it was on Nintendo Switch for me, and I was like, "This is crazy."
I have to look at this, listen to the storyline or something, because I was never really too interested in it. I mean, I'm willing to check it out.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so here's the funny thing about it, right? To touch on what you just said, like you never really know the story of anything that's big unless somebody kind of informs you, right? Like, so the first time I played God of War, I didn't know nothing about it. In fact, the reason I ended up playing God of War was because of Prince of Persia. So I was playing Prince of Persia. My boy Joey, in fact, you know him, you know Joey. But Joey was like, "Yo, you gotta play this game." So I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
cool." I'm running up and down walls and stuff. And then the dude at work was like, "Yo, I got something even better for you. It's called God of War." And now he's explaining the story about the Spartan, and then it's this, and then it's that, and blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, I was like, "Yo, I gotta go and buy this game." So I don't know anything about The Witcher. I just know everybody loves it and raves about it. And I refuse to watch the Netflix show until I play the game. So
Right,
that's
right.
that's my
Don't
take.
do that to yourself. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. You could definitely
Ooh.
watch. I never played the games besides, I don't know, maybe the 2 hours of part three, but I
Mm-hmm.
definitely watched the show. You could definitely watch the show and not watch the game. What they doing, they're taking some stories out of it. I wouldn't put myself through trying to watch because they're taking select stories, and that's what and plus everything doesn't like. Here's the thing: you may be a fan of the game, and then you watch the show and be like, oh man. But if you give the show a chance, then you might like it. Same thing like Marvel. You know they're gonna switch up and change stuff. So if you're expecting to see the actual content, like the comic books, and then watch a Marvel movie, you're gonna be like, what is this? So it's the same thing.
So
So
okay,
you
so
definitely
hold on. Now let me walk on you. But before I walk on you, I want to welcome our good friend in the chat. His name is Bo. Bo, welcome to the chat. I see you were in the Discord. Just want to say what's up. He is muted at the moment, but I'm sure he will say something. All right.
Hold
So
on,
listen, I grew up.
hold on.
Hold on.
Y'all talking about the shows though.
Well, no,
Before you
no.
go any further, I got one question.
Hmm.
All right. So there's a show for The Witcher. What other show would we like for them to make a game of?
Oh, I like that question. I would say we could get a God of War TV show, but the closest thing we got to that was Spartacus, which is going to kind of prove my point in a minute. Well, not prove my point, because we're not here to prove a point. We're just here to have good conversation and good discussion. But, Cowboy, listen, I got to say this. It doesn't bother me when they mess things up, because I learned at a very young age, like, yo, they're always going to jack the storyline up. Like, I remember saying, asking a friend, I was like, there was this one Batman story, I can't remember it, but, like, Batman didn't. Oh, I think it was the one with Paul. There was a guy named Batman. His name was Paul, and he kind of like had a hook on his hand, and he was like murdering people. And I was like, well, why is this a different Batman? They were like, oh, because in a different universe, this Batman killed somebody and did something or something like that. I don't know the whole story. But my point is, I recognize, yo, you're never going to get the same thing because there's always going to be Hollywood, and they're going to get their spin on it.
No, I agree with you. I mean, my thing is this: I always say I rather them do something than to not do it. Like I like A for effort, right? They might
yeah.
have made like the Resident Evil series that just came out. They got canceled after the first series. Now what they did with that is they just took characters and stories and just created a whole new thing. And you was like, what? Now I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I'm watching this like, what is this? But guess what? I still like the show. I just told myself I can't connect it. This is my point with The Witcher. Now The Witcher connects more closely than that Resident Evil, but that Resident Evil, I was like, I just have to tell myself this is just a spin on the Resident Evil universe, and don't look at it like, oh, this never happened and this never happened. So it's one of those things, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you 100%. I get that. I'm sure like people are like that. What did you do to Mr. Urban World, man? He is mad at you. He said I don't want to hear Cowboy's voice.
Oh, hey, yo, Chris.
Oh.
Listen. So to answer my question, I think I would love if they were to give it a chance, do a Game of Thrones video game.
You kind of already have that. If you want a Game
On
of Thrones
what?
video
On
game,
mobile, like on PS5.
yeah,
Like similar
listen,
to like
listen.
all right, similar to like Elden Ring, but a Game of Thrones.
That's you might as well play. That's it. That's
Hell
it.
no,
Dude, when
Hell
you talk,
no,
hold on. Listen to
No,
me. Listen
no.
to me. The same person who wrote Game of Thrones helped write Elden Ring.
man.
Bro, you gotta listen. You need to go and get in all the lore. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah,
Queen
yeah, but you know what?
Queen Marika
Hold
sleeping
on.
with this person and that person. Bro, that's your Game of Thrones.
But Lethal, Rose, to Lethal's point, not really, because Game of Thrones, I mean, you know, to anybody that never
Wait a minute.
watched it, I guess.
Whoa. You can't even make that statement and it be accurate because you didn't play Game of Thrones. You don't know the story of Elden Ring.
No, you mean Elden Ring. No, what I was going to tell you.
I'm sorry,
no,
yeah,
already,
Elden Ring.
In Game of Thrones, there's barely that many creatures and monsters. When you play Elden
What are
Ring
you
from the Rift,
talking
it's like
about?
a
There's
super
but
fantasy
whoa,
world.
whoa, whoa,
So
whoa, 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 whoa. You got to stop. What are you talking about? Bro, across the wall was nothing but all types of crazy creatures and animals and this and that.
no, that's not, bro. If you watch the whole Game of Thrones, all
All
seasons,
8 seasons,
bro,
every
you
episode.
could count. You could count on your hand how many, on one hand, how many creatures there was. It was mainly a show about humans. You know, at the
That's
end of
Bro,
the
true.
day.
That's true. That's
bro,
true.
He's right. He's
really?
right.
So
Yeah,
really,
you're on base, yo.
really,
You're like reaching to
who are you to stop
Hold
the
on.
writer's direction?
Who? Somebody else talking. Who else is on? Somebody else
But
talking.
no, he's right though. By the time Game of Thrones came out, or by the time they reached the time period of Game of Thrones, all those mystical creatures were dead or legend.
Yep.
Like the White Walkers, nobody believed in them
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
The Fey children, the Green children, they
Yep.
were on the other side of the
Listen,
wall, hiding out.
you
And
guys
the
Yeah, I wish
not
they
dragon,
would
you
come out
guys
with a
not gonna
game
gang
for
up
it,
on me
man.
and win this one. You can't.
no, it's
Listen,
real though.
listen.
I'm a big-
Who's to say? Hold
big
on.
Game
Who's
of
to say
Thrones
that the Elden
fan.
Ring world doesn't mature into that? To where there's
Oh,
only
come
like one or
stop
two
it.
dragons.
Stop it.
Y'all don't even know
Stop
what the
it.
Elden Ring 2 looks like yet.
Stop
Elden
it.
Ring is like
Come
a year
on.
long. Hell no.
Stop it.
But for an actual Game of Thrones game, you know they're just gonna lame out and do something like Civ 6 or something where it's just tower defense type of
Yeah,
game.
that's probably true. Because I would love to play like the storyline and everything, and you make your. It's almost like because I've been playing a lot of the Walking Dead Telltale stories. I wish they make something similar to like that for like the God of
They
for
have
the
one.
Game of
I
Thrones.
think they have one. I know I've
They
seen
do.
one, but it's
No,
probably
they do.
just a
They, I
mobile
was
game.
gonna tell him when you said you wish they had one. They do. There's when I got my phone, the first
It's a
fold,
mobile game.
it had Game of Thrones game was installed on the
Y'all
phone.
hear,
Yeah, I get.
y'all hear
Yeah,
that
but
product
mobile,
placement?
like,
When
I'm
I
not
got
really
my
into mobile
phone,
like
the
that, though.
first fold.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you
You
got
know.
the fold? I got that fold too. I want the 4.
Yeah, I got the 3 now. The 3 is yeah.
Yep,
I don't want the
upgrade.
4. So here's the thing. I feel like it's great if you jump, if you skip them. So yeah, if you got the 2, then it's cool to get the 4, right? It didn't make sense for me to go from the 3. Like first, I had the first one, then I skipped the 2 and I got the 3. I'm skipping the 4 and I'll get the 5. I feel like the jumps they do isn't that great for the
Yeah,
next
it's
phone.
incremental.
Yeah,
Ladies
I
and
agree with
gentlemen,
that for
when we
all-
talk
all
about phones in
I
this
agree.
chat,
I
we
agree.
will only refer to iPhones. I want to throw that out here right now. If you talk about anything that is not an Apple product, it is an instant ban. I'm just joking. It's not an instant
Hey,
ban.
but I
Hey,
told you,
Obi.
I got the 14 Max Pro, and she blew my mind yesterday when she sent somebody a meme and paid them through Cash App or through Apple Pay
through the
in
Apple
a
Pay.
text. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on, you just
man.
did that through a text?
Apple, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Apple, but I prefer to get it every couple years, like Cowboy says, because
Yeah.
they change like, oh, this is the new greatest iPhone ever, and it has one spec different. Man, get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
They
the
had
phone
one
now the phone has
feature
1 megapixels more than the last year. You're like, what? 1 megapixel
Right.
more?
Yeah.
But like
Hold on,
1
hold
million,
on.
1 millimeter bigger. I'm like, come on, man. Next
Yeah.
year, next.
Yeah.
To
That's
go
how
back
big-
to your original question, though, Last of Us is coming out next month. No, no,
Yeah.
Sir.
Oh
sir.
yeah, Cowboy's
Yes,
already
sir.
hot about that. He's like, I'm
The
not
games are
watching it.
amazing.
He's Cowboy
No, I
was
didn't
mad.
say
He
I'm not
saw the
gonna
trailer.
watch it.
He went off.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna definitely watch it. I just don't like the casting. That's all.
See, it's gonna be
Really?
hard for me to
Okay.
watch. It's gonna be hard for me to watch it because I feel like I'm just gonna be watching a different version of The Walking Dead, and I'm like, I don't care.
Well, I will say this: when you watch the trailer, it looks just like the Walking. Even the lettering that pops up on the screen, I feel like, bro, y'all made it look so similar to the Walking Dead. Like,
Hey,
It
guess
does,
what's
though.
winning though? The Walking Dead had, it was good for a long time. That's another
was.
game that I wish they would actually make a game, not a Telltale, a
no, they
game.
did make a game. They made a couple of Walking Dead games.
Yeah, but I don't want no corny stuff. I'm talking about like a whole like, I don't know. I
You
don't want to
rated
keep bringing
R.
up Elden
You want,
Ring,
you,
but
want, you want Resident Evil, but even more.
there you go.
Yeah.
Something similar to that, but like the
You
Walking
care
Dead.
about
I
that.
want
All
to
you
play the
gotta-
storylines. I
All you
want to
gotta
play
do
the
is
leave
Dragon
Village.
Saga. Like, all right, like for example, every year they come out with a new Dragon Ball Z game. It's the damn same saga over and over, people keep playing it. Well, I wish they would at least come up with The Walking Dead like that or saga, but like obviously new engine like a Resident Evil,
Right.
But like that with the whole sagas, all the seasons.
They did
I
that.
agree.
It's called Kakarot, and I own
Oh
it.
man, yeah, we're
Yo,
talking about the
they
Walking
got
Dead.
everything in there, bro. They got up to super in that. Yo, and Kakarot, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I probably should play Kakarot. Yo, that game is great. The game is great. Yo,
Yo, Obi, you be all over the place. You get too excited about these
nah,
games,
bro,
man.
Kakarot
Yeah,
is
right.
real. You said you wanted it. It's there. Like,
Oh, I got it. No,
yo.
I got that. But I'm talking about more like The Walking Dead, though. I want something like The Walking Dead with similar to that.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm over
Well,
the
they
Walking
did.
Dead.
Yeah, they did make the first person shooter of Walking Dead. I think it was called Saints and Sinners or something like that.
Really?
That was
Oh,
another game. Yeah, it's a
oh, I
couple
thought that
Walking
was
Dead games.
connected to like Saints Row or something like that.
No. There's it's
Oh,
a
okay.
Walking Dead game.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So we now will move on from the IGN tweet, and we will look at the next tweet, which is about James Gunn from IGN. And he says, James Gunn, who leads DC Studios alongside Peter Safran, I think I said that all wrong, confirmed that future video games will be connected to DC movies and TV shows. Now, this is a great idea. And guys, jump in at any time. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you guys remember
will.
that video game that came out for the Xbox 360, PS3, Marvel Avengers. It was like
Oh, Marvel
Ultimate Alliance. Yes.
That was one of my favorite games.
Yeah, that was one of that game was wild. I love that game too. So apparently, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, not to be that guy, but my only issue with that game was, and I think it's what Lethal was saying earlier about I don't want a Telltale game. My issue with Ultimate Alliance, it looked like a mobile game. It got that over.
Yeah, you right. That overhead. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, back then, our mobile, we was just starting to really experiment with text messaging at that point over here.
Grand Theft Auto was still out. You could, once Grand Theft Auto came out, it showed the world you could have a sandbox game with a character running around. So anything after that, it was kind of like, really? You had to make a mobile looking game? But I give it credit, but it still had that look. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. In either case, I was under the impression, or it was explained to me and my little group of friends back then, we thought we knew everything and come to find out we knew nothing. It was explained to us that when the first Iron Man dropped, that Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 would connect the movies, would connect the whole Marvel trilogy. And I was like, and I believed it. Now, I don't know if it was true or not, but I tell you what.
You was like,
That was false.
Yeah, that was a lie.
false information.
Yeah, listen, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a great idea. I like the idea of it. So now that it seems like this is probably going to happen, I feel like, and this is just me, DC going to have to do one or two things. They really going to have to update game. I can't, the last good DC movie to me, and guys, correct me if you feel any different, was that the Batman. Nothing that they have put out recently has been worth it. Would anybody?
Have you watched Black Adam?
I have not seen Black Adam. I am starting to hear more raves about Black Adam.
I was about to say Black Adam was pretty good.
Yeah, I watched Black Adam. I will say that they kind of stole Marvel, the X-Men First Class theme of putting a weird, dope song to gratuitous violence. Or to
you gotta tell me.
They did a good job with
Hold up. They
I don't wanna
didn't
spoil
only
it for
steal.
everybody.
They didn't only steal that from X-Men, bro. When this plane came out the ground, I was like, bro, this is like the Blackbird coming out from the mansion.
Oh, here we go with the spoilers. Oh,
That's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler.
Nah,
That's not a spoiler.
I was gonna stop right there.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler.
But it is worth watching. I can't say it's amazing, but
It is worth watching.
it's better than Shazam. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
See, I didn't
think
even
it
see
was smart.
Shazam. I couldn't take it serious. I was like, how? Like, with all the
Yeah,
money in the
Shazam.
world, like, I was really mad when Shazam came out because I'm like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was when Thanos did the snap. I think Shazam came out around that time. And I was just like, really?
How did you
Really?
compare?
I was like, you got
Yeah.
Thanos snapping and we're Shazamming people? Like, that's your budget,
No, Shazam
DC?
was a
This is what we're doing, DC?
But hold on. I think it was smart that they chose The Rock because they trying to get people excited about DC.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
And
saw
who
a
doesn't
rumor
like
today.
The Rock? Even though I wish The Rock would actually went to Marvel, but that's just me.
Yeah, me too. But
Oh,
you know.
but you see everybody's jumping ship. Like you got Jaimin showing up on both. You got Idris showing up on both. Like you
Oh,
got some
you had
actors jumping.
Deadpool. Yeah, you had
Exactly. Ryan Reynolds
Reynolds went to the
Yeah.
other. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're
Listen,
switching back and forth.
you know what our issue is? Our issue as fans, we want what we want, and we stop and forget that these are human beings that want a paycheck, and they're actors, and so their job is to get
That's
a
true.
big role. Yeah, their job is to land a big role that could continually pay them money, and then we get mad. Like, look
What
at The
is-
Witcher, right? So Henry Cavill, he did The Witcher, but he was also Superman, and then it was like all the issue and beef with they didn't want him to be Superman. The Rock got him to be Superman again, and it's at the end of the day, now he's not going to be The Witcher anymore in season 4, and so people are like, oh man, come on. It's like, bro, he's a human being getting a job role, and he wants to make money.
That's true.
No.
He
We
trying to
get
make
that.
money.
We get that. But
Secure the bag.
that's not the problem. The problem is the story writing is bad. To tell me that the DC movie, the DC Avengers joint, whatever it was called, tell me it was good. 1 second. How you doing, Sanchez Game? It is good to see you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. You're in the Chosen Zone today.
definitely.
We're sitting here arguing, debating this, but I need somebody to tell me that the writing for the DC movie was good. Even the what was it? The one that they
Snyder
released,
Cut.
the Snyder
The
Cut. Please.
Snyder Cut, it explained more. I'll give it that. It wasn't great, but it was a decent movie. It was worth the watch.
And-
It
And you know
was
what the problem is? It's perception. Because you can't tell me you're not judging it based off of seeing a Marvel thing. Because you just
Oh, that's
said
fact.
Thanos
That's
did
fact.
the snap and they got this. So I think
Wait a
the
minute,
hard thing
wait a
is,
minute. Yeah, wait a minute. You didn't say anything that was eye-breaking or eye-opening to anybody. You're right, it's perception. Like, think about that. Like, really, who goes to the Super Bowl and goes, oh, yes, we're the second place team. People are going to remember that. Nobody.
No, but what I'm saying is,
This
I'm
is
saying as
DC
a
versus
fan,
Marvel.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You take chances with these movies, right? These writers, they create a script, they get a director to direct it, they put it out. Now they're hoping that the audience like it. Listen, I thought Justice League was okay, but I'm not a big DC person, so I wasn't that hard on it because I was like, it did enough for me. So, I think it's a tough
Dude,
role, and I like to say,
listen, I got to be real with you. I want to be a DC fan bad. I want to, but I can't. We only got
All
one
right,
thing.
fellas.
Batman.
I'm about to go in the chat. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Batman. All right.
All right,
Thanks
bro.
for jumping in, Lethal. Once again,
All right,
anybody, I'm going to
appreciate
thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can join the Discord, be a part of the conversation, argue DC versus Marvel, and all this other good stuff with us. So check this
Rose,
out.
can I just say this real quick?
Yeah,
Let me
absolutely.
give you a shout out, man. I want to give you a shout out, man, for all the people listening. Guys, I love this guy's content, man. He's allowing people to jump on here, have our little talks, and it's really dope. I just want to say I appreciate you. You definitely was missed when you was gone for the week. I missed you. I know the people missed you, and I just want to encourage you, man. Keep doing this stuff because people
Definitely.
enjoy it. You know.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I
Definitely keep
appreciate
doing
it.
your thing.
I appreciate it. I love being able to hang out with you guys for this hour and make this
Yeah, man.
more about y'all than me. So that's what it's about. It's all all of us getting together, hanging out, having a blast. You never know. Be the one thing that one day you're like, hey, you know what? I can't wait to hop in the car and listen to. Let's see what's going on today. So that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
But
I got one quick question.
Mhm.
Quick question. What is on your I must have this for Christmas list this year?
I actually, this is gonna sound crazy. Anything I could want, I have. If anything, if I had anything, it would be the hitbox. But after speaking with our friend, I'm not sure if I want one. It's not that I'm sure if I don't want one. I don't know if it's gonna be compatible with Tekken 8 and or Street Fighter 6. And I don't want somebody to go and get me the arcade stick and then I can't use it. That would be horrible. You know what I mean? Because then what do you do with that? Hey, let me hook up my PlayStation 4 and play this with you. Really? Like, that's not going to work. So, how about you? What's on yours?
For me, I sent that picture already. I ordered it. It's the Unreal AR augmented reality.
Oh, those glasses. Yes.
Yeah.
Yo,
So
you know
I
what's
saw-
crazy? That came up on my feed today. I should have retweeted it. Hold on. We're going to find these
Now-
right now. What are those glasses? Can you bring them up and call them out again? The NR.
Unreal, NREAL, AR smart glasses.
Now I wonder if those are the ones that Mr. Urban World got. He bought some smart
Oh,
glasses.
Mr. Urban mad
Um,
at you. You ain't see him in
yeah,
the chat. He said you made him buy. Uh, he said you made him buy a PlayStation 5.
right.
Yo, hey, he wants the cash money.
Listen,
Yo, I
all I
can't
was
find
doing was
this. This is crazy.
helping them out. But let me answer the question too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you,
I,
sir.
yeah, man, I have to second it, bro. There's not one thing I want or need. Like, I mean, like if I had to, like, I'm a hard person for people to get gifts for because I have everything I want. Like, once there's something I want, I just buy it. Right now, if I had a wish list, I don't even know. Like, what do I want? I don't know. Like, I mean, give me money, I guess, and I'll find so. Like, I got my Stadia stimulus. I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know. Now I said I'll get
I'm gonna tell
the
you exactly
PSVR
what to. I'm gonna
two.
tell you exactly what to do with your Stadia stimulus. You take your Stadia
But
stimulus. You take your Stadia stimulus. I mean, you know what? Oh, I wish I was on the other one right now. I can't. I was about to mess with you. You turn it sideways. You polish it up real good, and you shove it straight up. You can't. No, I can't. I couldn't do it. I messed it up. Are these the glasses though? Right here. These are the glasses. The Nreal AR glasses. Did I lose everybody? Did the
I'm
Discord?
here.
I was saying, did the Discord blow
I'm,
up on me? All right, I'm wondering if
I'm
these.
not. See. Okay.
Hold on, let me check the Discord. Let me see. If, oh yeah, he's still here. I don't know if we might have lost signal with him. It's okay, he'll be back. But I wonder if these are the glasses. I'm gonna keep these up. But what were you saying?
Oh no. Yeah. It doesn't matter what I say. The fact of the matter is, you're a candy Rudy Poo Jabroni.
Rudy Poo Kid, yo,
No, you're rolling. Shut your
yo,
mouth.
he was the greatest when he used to do stuff like that. Oh man, yo, I saw something today about him as we got these. Apparently, he is the #1 top paid actor in Hollywood. Is that? Can anybody confirm that? That's
I'm pretty sure he was a
insane.
couple years ago. He was for like a couple years in a row. So
Really?
Really?
yeah, he was.
More
Yeah.
than Samuel L.
Remember the
Jackson?
year? Remember the year San Andreas came out? Like, bro, he had like 5 movies within like a span of like 2 years.
Oh
Might have
yeah,
been
that's
more than
right. Because
that.
he was in the Fast and the Furious joints. You know what?
Yep.
Here we could do this right
San
here.
Andreas. He had Rampage. It was a bunch of movies around the same time.
Didn't he do the movie where he didn't have a leg or something and like he was like a like he didn't have a leg but like he had a leg but like it was I don't want to say it was fake but it was fake but and like he was beating people up or something.
Is that Faster? He did
Uh
do Faster, but I don't remember him not having a leg.
Hold on, let's look at his filmography. Oh, he dropped out of the chat. I think maybe his phone died. Hold on, let's see. Can we get all filmography? Filmography, actor. Let's go with actor. All right, cool.
Just go to IMDb.
I'm on IMDb right now, brother. That's exactly where I'm at. All right, so let's see. Let's go back. Let's get him out of. All right, so he did do Doom. I'm sure we remember that. Nobody really liked that. No, this is probably not it. Probably not about right here. It's probably started to get big like 20 because around here, oh yeah, Pain and Gain, Fast and Furious. Yeah, you're right. Then he did Hercules. Then he did Hobbs. Then he did San Andreas. Fast and Furious. Oh, that's a video short. It seems like. Yeah, Central Intelligence. Yeah, Maui. Yeah, that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could see it. That's crazy. I need a Skyscraper. I think Skyscraper is the one where he didn't have the leg.
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
I think
Yeah.
Skyscraper was the one where he didn't have the leg. That's interesting. Yeah, I saw that. There was this comedian. He was really upset. He was like, "How is he the #1?" He said, "How is he the #1 paid actor in Hollywood?" When I took classes, it was like the funniest thing ever. I'm ruining his bit. Whatever, go check it out. But I think these are
Yeah,
their,
it makes.
huh?
No, if you're gonna say it makes sense because he put out so many movies, and then all it takes is for you to put out a lot, and for those movies to also gross a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. And then you're good to go. Oh, I believe he is back.
Just-
He is back in the chat. Yes, he is back. So are these
Yep.
the AR glasses that you were speaking of?
Yes, the Nreals. Yes, those
Oh.
things are amazing.
Okay, so
They're
talk to us
compatible
about it.
with anything. So they're compatible with anything that can use USB Type C. You can buy a little hub. I have like a hub dongle that basically I can plug it into. You can put your HDMI cord directly into it, and it'll do 1080p. I'll be using it with my Steam Deck or my PS5 in my bedroom um, for God of War mainly. But
Wait,
yeah,
wait, wait,
when I
wait,
saw
hold on.
these things,
What will you see when you have this with God of War?
200-inch screen in front of about 4 feet in
Mm-hmm.
front of your face.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You
Yeah,
didn't
he
say all
said
that, bro. Back this
200.
up again. Wait a minute. You're telling me these glasses can make my PlayStation look like it's like right here?
Yeah. So have you ever used the PlayStation VR before?
No, I've never used the PlayStation VR, but I have used the
Oculus.
the Oculus VR.
Okay, so when you use the Oculus VR, you ever use Netflix or anything like that?
I have used,
Netflix for
yes, I
movies?
have used Netflix with that. Yeah, yeah.
So how that big screen pops up in front of you, I don't know the size of that screen, but the PlayStation VR does like 100-inch screen in front of your face.
Uh huh.
With this, it's like a 200-inch screen that's about four feet away from your face, enough so that it's comfortable and
Crazy.
you can use your full peripheral to see the entire screen.
How
You
much are
can,
these?
oh, you don't want to know,
Yes,
bro.
I do. I think I want these for. I think I want these for
Just,
Christmas.
just, just
Oh
try
wait,
to
hold
put
on,
it
hold
in
on, hold on, hold on,
perspective.
hold on. Let's just look on Amazon right now.
Yeah, that's
Let's
where
see.
I got it from, Amazon. But yeah, roughly around about 370 something, 379.
Golly.
Oh, wait. Stop. Only 300? I thought it was going to be in the thousands.
That's what I
No, no,
thought.
no. There are ones
Yeah,
that can
all
do
right. Yeah,
4K that are in the thousands,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I ain't got that money.
yeah. I thought too.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, check out the tech tips you guys are getting on the show today. This is why you always gotta come hang out
Mm-hmm.
in the Chosen Tone. This is awesome.
It-
Check this out, yo. Yo, I like these. I'm not gonna
you-
lie. And real, yo.
the reason I chose those, there's a cheaper comparable, the Rocket AR glasses, the Rocket Airs, which are cheaper and they were on sale for Black Friday about 300, but when you move your head with the Rocket Airs,
Uh huh.
the screen moves with your head. With these, you can actually make them static, where the screen stays in one place and you can look around, and the screen stays exactly where you put
Yeah,
it.
listen,
Um,
that's why you can't go cheap. Don't buy that Xbox. Get your PlayStation 5. I'm saying, man, you can't go cheap. Don't do it for yourself.
Yo,
You know,
he put that video out today. Had the world trying to murder him. Oh, look at Cindy. No,
uh,
you don't. He did all
so,
that
so
wrestling and acting. That's crazy. I didn't know that either. I'm listening.
No, I was gonna say with the Xbox versus PlayStation, I used to be an Xbox fan with the 360, and since then, PlayStation has improved a lot.
Yeah,
Xbox had it
yeah.
on lock when it
With
came
the
to chat,
360, yes.
and yeah, like, but when they came out with the one, and you could put your TV straight into it, use it as a DVR, make a phone call with a friend, and that would pop up on the screen. All of that is dope. PlayStation still doesn't have that, but it's not necessary. I've learned in the
well,
years that it's not
now,
really necessary.
now remember everything you just said. Now, I followed the same path you said. I was a 360 head, blah blah blah. But remember, that's what hurt them because they was pushing the Xbox One so hard as if it was a cable box and it could do blah blah blah. And the fans, the gamers, was like no. And that's when Sony walked across the stage and was like, "Hey, you want to borrow my game? Here, take my disc." Where Xbox was now. Mind you, the hindsight, Xbox was right because everything they was trying to push then, we do now with digital and DRM.
Yep,
But at the
yep.
time, it was just bad timing. And
And
so
the
that's
fact
what
that it
hurt
was
them.
always on, like it had to
Yes.
always be connected to the internet. People didn't like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
But
remember when that happened. I was like, yo, that was like the craziest thing ever. I bought into the gimmick. Oh my God, I can watch cable TV through my Xbox. And
they
then
ain't get me.
the dust bought into the gimmick of, hey, there's no games. So, yeah, it kind of went bye-bye for me. But,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
exclusives. They're exclusive. Kind of just fell off over
Yeah.
time. But most things, like with the Spider-Man game on PlayStation, Last of Us, there's only a few that PlayStation has that are really blockbusters. But at the same time, when they come out, they are
yeah,
Yeah,
killing the
but you
game.
got to think about it though, right? So even saying that, it's a numbers game. If a few is 7 and Microsoft a few is 3, that's a 5 difference. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it is.
So it's
It is.
still because, like you said, every so often. But a blockbuster is like every year in movies, we want that one blockbuster that year, and that's just movies, right? If you get 2 or 3, you're like, bro, that was a good year. So in gaming, Sony is known for putting out a blockbuster every so often, and that keeps conversations going. I always tell people, gaming is nothing more than a popularity contest. He
Yeah.
who's more popular will make more money. When people say, well, Sony, they could lose Call of Duty, why don't they just make their own? Sure, they
Yo,
can make a better game than Call of Duty, but they won't be able to make a more popular game than Call of Duty.
I actually,
And it,
I think I'm glad you said that. I was trying to find it. Check this out as you're saying that, and we're gonna jump back into this. Microsoft to offer Sony 10 years of Call of Duty to close Activision deal. That was as you said that. I just thought about that, but yeah, go ahead, continue.
and you know what's crazy? Sony was like, nope, that deal is inadequate. That was their response.
Yo,
So
the money
still
wars
want
are
more.
wild. The money wars are wild. But
Listen, man, well, you got to think about it too. The most amount of players play Call of Duty on PlayStation.
yeah.
So just think how much money they would lose. So that's the thing. Now, I'm like this. If you listen, you buy Activision then. I feel like if I was Microsoft, I'd be trying to shut them off too, because it's money, right? At the end of the day. But it's money on both sides. If I was Microsoft, I would try to get the deal and then close PlayStation out, right? Because now they could be popular. Now they could say, hey, we got one of the most popular games in the world, and you could only find it here. If I was Sony, I'd be trying to shut down the deal so I won't lose that money. So I agree with both of them, to be honest. It's business.
Yeah, it's crazy the way it's playing out. But in either case, back to Blockbusters and Blockbuster Video. Thanks, Ron Slusher, for this. We appreciate ya. He went ahead and he retweeted this, Blockbuster and Hollywood Videos. But no, I agree with both of you guys. It does come down to Blockbusters. Like, I'm not even making this up. Not that I wanted a PlayStation 5 immediately, and you guys have heard me tell this story. There's no change in it. I only wanted one for Elden Ring because I wasn't sure if it was going to be on a PlayStation 4, and I wanted one for God of War, which I knew wasn't going to be on a PlayStation 4, but I was wrong because apparently they're both on the PlayStation 4. But that was why I was like, yo, I have to get a PlayStation 5 right now because I cannot miss these two games. And that's just what it comes down to. You gotta go. You gotta play what you love, right? You definitely, if you're an Xbox guy, be an Xbox guy. Be happy with your decisions, but don't make crazy comments and be like, "Yo, I don't want to. I have no interest in." Say something like God of War. I don't believe you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's like saying I have no interest in.
You can't say that.
Why can't I?
No. I'm saying if you've played the game, there's no way you can say I don't like God of War.
That's my point. Or even if you've heard somebody tell you a story about it or show you anything of the game, like how can you not play God of War like God of War, but you die hard about the Vikings TV show? That makes no sense. We're kind of in the same boat here. Or I'm mixing up God of War with Assassin's Creed because I don't care to play Assassin's Creed, and I played a couple of those. But my point is, that's like saying, hey, I don't care for Marvel Avengers. Wait, what? Thanos was snapping people. Like, are you serious? Like, this is the blockbuster. It's hard to find people who don't care about blockbuster things, whether it be movie or music or whatever. Except, now I will say, you do have a rarity, because I'm not hating on Drake, but everybody was big on his album Scorpion, and I don't even really like Drake. But I think it's because I missed the boat, like, if you want my personal opinion.
Well,
but
I think
that's a different thing.
Yeah, but if you leave out the word blockbuster and put popular, that's the thing. People flock to popular things that's popular, and things that's popular makes money. Now, is everybody flocking to the popular stuff? No. But there's very few. The reason why something's popular because the majority is weighing in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that makes money.
I knew life was going to be video games for me when I realized, like, I didn't recognize that there was this thing called exclusives until I was told about God of War, because if I remember correctly, you could get Prince of Persia on PlayStation as well as on Xbox. And I had a PlayStation at the time. Somebody was living with me. He had an Xbox, and I was like, oh, I'm about to get this game called God of War, and he was like, yo, I can't get that on my Xbox. And I was like, why not? Like, I couldn't figure it out. And back then, I'm dating myself, but back then we actually used to go into stores and buy video games. and like people knew what they were talking about, so you could ask the dude like, "Yo, what do you think about this game?" or "What do you think about that?" and they would let you know. And he was the one who kind of explained exclusivity to me, and I was like, "Oh, it makes sense. Now I understand why I can't play Halo on PlayStation." And so that's when I was like, "I gotta buy."
For me, it was Halo.
It was Halo. What is going on, Rue Diggs? Good to see you. Glad that you could be here. Hey, Rue, real quick, I want to thank you for the tips and tricks that you gave to me in Sonic. Bro, the game is great. We'll talk about that later. But thanks, Rue. I appreciate that. But yeah, for you it was Halo. For me it was, the God of War thing. But then I was like, you know what? I guess I'll just always gonna have to buy, a PlayStation and Xbox because I'm always gonna play Ninja Gaiden and I'm always gonna play God of War and I'm always gonna play Metal Gear Solid and I'm always gonna play Splinter Cell. But I'm gonna play Splinter Cell on Xbox. Well, then what ended up happening was, Ninja Gaiden 3 was garbage. Xbox 360 kind of dropped the ball. Gears came, Gears went, and from there it was just like, okay, cool, PlayStation. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I just have to always keep a PlayStation 4, or, the old PlayStation and a new PlayStation. And then my wife told me she was pregnant. And now it's like, I got to buy two. It's just like,
here's the cool thing, man. I think the perspective, and I hope if somebody's listening, like Mr. Urban Roll, I told him the same thing. If you can't buy both and you say, I'm going to get an Xbox Series or I'm going to get a PlayStation 5, I just feel like I cracked the code, man. Get a PlayStation 5 because they have exclusives that you will but you won't be able to play in other places, at least for a while, right? But so I recommend get your PlayStation 5. Then if you got a PC, get Game Pass PC. Or if you don't got a PC, get Game Pass xCloud, because you could still play Microsoft exclusive games without forking out the money for a console. So now you could be able to say, I'm not into console wars because I got a PlayStation 5 and I'm playing the latest and greatest Xbox games. I think that's a perfect way to go. That's what I do.
And that works for Steam Deck users too. So anybody listening, you got a Steam Deck, you can do that.
Yep. Yeah, because they made it clear before the Steam Deck was out. Phil Harrison was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be able to have Game Pass on the Steam Deck." I was like, "Dang, that's dope."
Wow. Yeah, that is super dope to be able to have that on a Game Pass like that. That's really really cool. So yeah, with that being said, I guess we can go ahead and move on. Cowboy, I know you're excited about this as we're going through the news. Marvel Avengers. Come on, man.
Yes.
What you, and since I know you're gonna be streaming, I assumed you were gonna be at 5:30, but thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you being here today, bro.
Yeah, man. The thing is, I obviously it's my current favorite game. They got a new character. I'm ready to go. I wrote my community today. That's what I'm streaming today, 5:30 Eastern. And then I see my guy Rose on, and I'm telling you guys, this Rose is the guy. I'm loving the conversation. And what's your name, guy? I didn't catch it.
It's Bo.
The Bo. So Bo came in here. Lethal's in here. I'm like, dude, I'm loving the conversation. I'm loving the vibe. And I'm like, personally, I'll push my stream back just so I could be a part of this because it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. It's really cool to have you guys come in here and hang out and chat and keep the show going to 6 o'clock. I mean, you guys do all the work. I appreciate it. We're just here to hang out and enjoy. I love giving the news out to people. I love people enjoying all this. You know what I mean? Like, I just always want it, to be fun, cool. We get to scream and shout at each other. It's all fun. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Well, that's why it's hard for me to start on time some days, because if I jump in and I hear just too much, I don't want to leave. But today I'm like, you know what? It's Marvel Avengers. It's an older game. I got new content. I think people will be okay with me starting a little bit late because I enjoy this. So I'm sacrificing streaming for the people and myself, but I enjoy this. So I'm like, yo, I'm happy. It's like when you go to your friend's house and your mom like, yo, you got to be home at 6. And then your other friend comes. So Bo's the other friend. Your new friend just came over and my man walked in the door at 5:45. Now, you're supposed to be home at 6.
Yeah, but you got to stay and hang out.
But my man Bo just came in and Bo's like, bro, did you see the new show? I'm like, no, tell me about it, Bo. And he's like, bro, it's going to take a minute. I'm like, he's like, you got somewhere to be? I mean, nah, go ahead, bro. so yeah, man, it's cool. But I am excited for the new character. The most advanced Marvel player I know is this guy Kachil, and Kachil told me that the character plays like the Division. He said he plays like a different game because he has a gun. He feels like it's a shooter game. I'm like,
All
oh,
right,
that's
so
cool.
check this out. I'm gonna play 45 seconds of the trailer real quick. Hopefully they don't.
Nice.
Let's see what we got. Let's check this out.
Let's move
Today?
on.
Yeah, there's a new
Fox,
one I sent you
good.
today.
I thought he was just gonna play a little bit like Captain America and Black Widow, but let's see this.
Yeah,
Behold my
I like this, Modok.
Is AIM keeping Inhumans here?
he's back.
Yo, Captain America can take people's heads off.
No one shall stand in my way. I've only grown stronger.
Oh wow! And I thought this was gonna be the trailer character for Bucky. My bad. All right, I'm sorry. My bad, guys. I didn't mean to do it to y'all. But still,
Well, it's new content out too, so you probably watched the trailer for the new content.
Yeah,
with,
that's like
Clone Lab.
super cool. What is going on, Chariot Man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on. We're not going to finish all the news today, but that's the cool thing. We got tomorrow's show. We'll go through some more noise. We'll enjoy it. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so I'll bring on a live panel. If you join, you can have your face shown if you want, all that other good stuff. All right, so have you guys seen this? This is kind of really interesting. Dr. Disrespect getting banned again for being disrespectful. Who would have guessed? The streamer was issued a 7-day ban for being toxic on proximity chat. Come on, guys. All right, we got 5 minutes. Let's end it on this segment today. Let's give it to you first, Cowboy. Cowboy, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's this guy at my job. He's a younger dude. He was like, you ever seen this guy, Dr. Disrespect? You remind me of him. I was like, no, I have no clue who that is. So I finally looked him up. I'm like, I guess I come on and talk trash and get people pissed off at me. So, but you know what? I think we do. I love creative control. The fact that you could be on a YouTube or you could be on Twitter, you could be whatever, these platforms, they give you a chance to have your 15 minutes of fame. If you want to create yourself as a character like Dr. Disrespect and myself, the Cowboy, cool. But you do have to watch the limits. And I've had many of my content, YouTube say, hey, this is not suitable for ads. I'm like, here we go. And I had to kind of time Chucky out a little bit because that kept pulling up that it's offensive, and then I have to ask them to watch it, and then they watch it like, he's trying to be funny. So I don't know what Dr. Disrespect actually said, so I can't weigh in too much, but I think the little bit I've seen of him, his character, he's portraying this disrespectful guy that he trash talks, he beat everybody, he's the best, and so I'm assuming he just went a little too far for the rules. Yeah. But I mean, he's just trying to continue to be his character because that's what I do, and I get in trouble sometimes. But
yeah, I think I agree with you. I want to say this real quick, and then I'm gonna pass it over to Bo. I'm gonna say this first. I gotta look at the chat real quick. Ron, you are correct. Marvel Avengers new content is actually on Stadia. I don't understand why. I actually was told that news this morning by a certain friend of mine, no names mentioned. And I was sitting back. I'm like, that makes no sense. And let's see, Rue Diggs. Cowboy would be kicked out in a minute if he... Listen, I think I agree with that. So, yeah, it's hilarious because this is his character. Like, his name is Dr. Disrespect. How do you report him for being disrespect? Like, are you surprised? Like, that makes no sense to me. I mean, it's like if he was like the nicest guy in the world, which I'm sure he probably is to his family and all that, but this is his persona. Like, he's supposed to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
like,
but for everything there's a line, and there is rules for every community, every platform you're on. So so that's the thing. You have to, like I said, when my stuff get blocked, I'm like, come on, bro. I didn't even now. Remember, I roasted that dude.
you gave him 24 hours. You gave him like 24 hours.
Now,
yeah.
I knew when I roasted Peter Cottontail, that video, I knew there ain't no way they're gonna, because I went in. And they was like, bro, you can't talk about his mama. The hell I can't. So,
you messed up, bro. You super messed up.
I knew they wasn't gonna allow me to make money on that video. Now, what's funny is YouTube can make money on it, but I can't. So, but anyway, but there's a line, and I think you shouldn't cross the line, but I just want to chime in. But,
yeah. Okay, Bo, do you want to have the last word before we end?
Sure. As y'all said, this is his character. He has built a franchise based on this character that he's living. And it sucks because, this is his money. and he says stupid stuff all the time. I've watched him a couple times in the past. I don't know what he's banned for this time. I assume it's for slurs like last time. But literally, he's been banned every single year, and I think he was supposed to be permanently banned back in March of
Oh
this year.
man.
So I'm not surprised. But people take it too seriously. Like literally, he's literally had people shoot at his home before
Oh.
in real life.
Oh.
Like just
Oh,
that's because
guys,
he's
don't be
disrespectful.
doing that. Wow, they that mad at this man?
Yeah,
Holy cow.
So
Golly.
they take it too seriously, and he's gonna be right back on there. He's one of their biggest earners. Like this
Yeah.
isn't serious.
Yeah,
He'll
okay,
be back
okay.
in a couple months. Or what is it? A 7-day ban this time?
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll be
seven
back
day
next
ban
week.
for being toxic. Yeah, they said it's a 7-day ban. That's crazy. I didn't people take things too far, man. It kind of
you know
reminds
what's
me.
crazy though? Here's the perspective we're not thinking. So, like Bo said, he's big, right? He built this brand, but we also got to remember this. Is what people always try to tell me is you're also building a community. See, I always think about me. I'm like, bro, I ain't telling nobody to do nothing, but you're also building a community, and your community could actually act on your behalf, even though you didn't tell them to do that. So we also, with great power comes great
Sure.
responsibility, and we also got to remember who is riding for us, even like fanatics. Fanatics would go burn somebody's house down. You'd be like, I ain't never say that, but you might have said, burn your
Yeah.
house down, and then somebody go burn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
that's,
But
you know,
and to think about it in a different light, this though he's banned for 7 days, this works in his favor. There's no such thing as bad press. Everyone's talking about him. He's
yeah.
got story after
He
story.
got a free vacation and a paycheck. Yeah.
Exactly.
You
It
can't
sucks
hate it.
because
You can't hate it.
he's gonna miss out on some sponsors
Yeah.
and stuff
and
like that. But overall, he's all over the timelines and stories. So
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
still getting his name out there.
So
And you
real
know his
quick.
first
Hold on.
you know his first video coming back is gonna be
Oh yeah, he's gonna
super
go nuts.
popular.
So listen, Ideal just joined. What is going on, Ideal? It's good to see you. Glad you can make it. We're actually about to end the show though, but glad you can make it. Good you can make it in here. But yeah, he's probably gonna go nuts the next time. I just think that's hilarious. Like I think the headline is too funny. Dr. Disrespect gets banned for being too disrespectful.
That's funny.
Yeah, right. Like it just blows my mind. But all right, guys. So listen, I'm gonna blow up the Discord. I want to thank you guys for joining today. I appreciate you guys. Guys, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna close out. Before we do, I'll blow it up right before I end. So if you guys have anything you want to chime in before then, please do. I want to say thank you, Ideal, for showing up. Rue Diggs, we appreciate you coming in. Ron was in the building. Chariot Man Gaming. Lethal was here. Hey, Streamlabs bot, thanks for doing your job today. Appreciate you. Guys, let me know if the bot is too annoying in the chat. I think we got it perfect. Sanchez was in the building. Mr. Urban was in the building. Cindy Windu was in the building. Let's see, am I missing anybody? Ron Slusher was in the building. A-Town down. Ron. Cowboy was in the building. Lo-Fi was here. Boo Jones was in the building. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to blow up the chat. I want to thank you, gentlemen. Cowboy is streaming. Right after me. Thank you, Cowboy. We appreciate you. Thank you for staying, hanging out, man. It means a lot. We definitely appreciate you. Gonna hop over to Cowboys. Cowboys, tell us what you're doing tonight.
Oh yeah, man! I'm gonna be checking out the new character, the Winter Soldier and Marvel Avengers. But you know me, I like to chat. Same thing as you. So I will be playing the game, but I can't help but to pause and read the chat, and we laugh, we joke, and we talk about anything. So you guys come check me out, and let's have a ball.
Let me ask you a question. Are you gonna be doing the chat through YouTube? Is it gonna be a PlayStation party chat?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on PlayStation. So if somebody wants to join a PlayStation chat, that's cool. But I'll be reading the chat, is what I was kind of saying, because I know not everybody have PlayStation.
Okay, so I'll probably try to join your game and join the chat, but I'll mute myself and jump in and annoy you periodically if you're okay with that. That'd be really cool. Run around in some Avengers with you, bro. That'd be really, really cool. So
Yeah. That'd be good.
all right. Bo, do you have anything you want to say before we go? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no. All right, guys, thank you for being part of the Chosen Zone. I am gonna close the server now, and hey, if you guys can make it tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. All right, guys. All right, guys.
All right, cool.
All right. All right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we did go ahead and end the Discord server. I want to thank you guys for watching. You know what I love to say. Life is a game, so please, please, please make sure you play. With that being said, I want to throw this out there. Cowboy streaming now. I'll be here tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's kind of confirmed, but I'm waiting to hear. Your boy might be doing something cool. And, yeah, I just want to confirm one more time to make sure. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I'll make sure I send it out. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. If I do it on Thursday, it's going to be cool. So make sure you show up for that or keep your ears to the road for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming, hanging out, spending the past hour with me. We'll be here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Life is a game. Make sure you play, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? That was so much fun. We had a blast. We got to get through it. We got to play some video games. We got to have some good conversation. There was a bunch of energy. It was awesome. Yo, I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast. I'm very humbled because you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to spend this time with me. So I'm very, very grateful. If you want to see more content like this, it's very simple. All you got to do is like, comment, and please, please, please subscribe. If you want to go ahead and you want to throw a tip in the tip jar, that's simple as well. All you have to do is check the description. The link is in the description. Any and all tips are appreciated. Until I see you on the next time, God bless you, and you have a wonderful day. Peace.